Welcome back, guys. It's Liam from Running Heads First. This week we're going to be talking about the impact of our phones and the technology on our mind, but mainly on our sleep. So obviously over the last 20 years, the use of phones and technology has grown at such a rapid rate, it's ridiculous. And it's become so integrated into our lives, which is really positive for a number of different things. We can connect with people around the world. We've got a lot of information and data in our fingertips. So it is really positive for a number of different things. However, with it being integrated in our lives, a better number of us are constantly finding that we're just always looking at our phone, and especially over the last kind of year with the whole pandemic, it's become really important for connecting with people, and we're connecting through a virtual interface. Again, which is really positive when we can't meet each other, but I feel like we're starting to lose ourselves in terms of being able to connect with people in person and getting off our phones and being mindful in the situation. So it can have a number of negative effects as well. But what we're mainly going to talk about today and try and implement this week is getting off our phones an hour before we go to bed. So for a number of different reasons, it can be things like social media, all that kind of side of things where we're constantly, in a period of social comparison and that kind of thing, but mainly in terms of the blue light. So on our phones, we have a high amount of blue light that comes through our eyes and obviously affects our brain. And when we're going to bed, we need a dark atmosphere and a lack of light to allow a hormone in our brain called melatonin to increase steadily before we get to bed. And what that does is it makes us start to feel drowsy, lethargic and sleepy and ready to go to sleep. And then that obviously gets us off to a nice sound sleep. If we've got too much light, particularly through the blue light coming from our phones into our eyes and into our brain, that can actually reduce the amount of this melatonin that's increasing. So as a result, it leads to a longer period to get to sleep, and also our sleep quality probably reduces quite a bit. And this is all backed by a lot of evidence. So key goal for this week, an hour before you get to bed, try not to look at your phone, just stick your alarms on, get yourself to bed and don't look at your phone, and I guarantee you'll be able to get to sleep a bit quicker and hopefully a bit better.